Johnny.
Back at you with yet another DJs BrewTube beer review. Tonight, we've got a beer that Johnny brought us.
Yes, I did.
And what beer did you bring us, Johnny?
I brought us Bourbon Sidamo Imperial Coffee Stout from Hardywood Brewing out of Richmond, Virginia.
Now, Imperial Coffee Stout makes me want to channel my internal Billy Mays. That's why it was so loud. Of course, not that I would ever do that.
Everything brings out your Billy Mays. Except your hair.
Well, that's been gone for a while. Yes. So I'm going to open said cork and cage bottle, and Johnny's going to tell you all about the lovely beer that he's brought for us.
Okay, we've got an Imperial Coffee Stout, as I said once before. It is bourbon barrel aged for 12 weeks as he tries to get the cage off the top. There he goes. It is roasted with Lamplighter roasted coffee, Sidamo beans. And we got the cork.
Hardywood cork, also, ooh, fancy.
And we are working with a 10.3% ABV and a 55 IBU. Now, I've had this on draft at my local pizza place. And
it's a pretty good ass pizza place having this on tap.
Yeah, DJ has not. Actually, it was a takeover night, tap takeover by Hardywood, and had this one. I don't remember what else.
Now, I've been to Hardywood, and I've had their Great Return, I believe it is IPA. I've had their gingerbread stout, which everybody says all is so great, which I thought was meh. And I had their single, which was good. I enjoyed their single. Did you drink that bottle of single I brought you?
I did. That was very good.
Yeah, it's a nice, real refreshing beer. And I had couple other beers that I can't remember from the brewery when I was there. But so, appearance-wise, pitch black, no lights coming through it. We've settled down really quickly. The head dissipated quick to about a quarter finger. There you go. Khaki off-white head, super tight bubbles, not sudsy at all. When I swirl it, we're getting a little bit of glass lacing and plenty of alcohol legs. Let's get a nose on it. Decent amount of coffee up front, chocolate, like roasted, like dark malt. Maybe some caramel, some malt sweetness. And I'm not really getting a lot of bourbon on the aroma. Did you get bourbon on the aroma?
Really?
Oh, okay. I'm not getting a bunch of bourbon on the aroma. Maybe a little bit. Cheers. He's going to talk now.
Yeah. Kind of underwhelming. Like when I had it at the pizza place, it was just kind of eh. I think it's probably a little bit better in the bottle. You still don't pick up really that much bourbon. The coffee, you do get a little bit more bourbon than the aroma, but you don't get that coffee. I don't know where they say blueberry in the bottle.
I don't know where the hell they're getting blueberry flavor.
Well, actually, hold on.
Maybe dark fruits, but
no. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it was the fried peanuts that brought it out.
Could be. That's a southern kind of food, fried peanuts. And this is from a southern kind of place, Richmond, Virginia.
I do get, I could see where you might not really, you're expecting probably like, those blueberry pies. Remember the blueberry pies? The Toast Tasties.
Like the Tasty Cake blueberry pies, yeah.
Yeah, somebody's home.
The dog's going crazy, of course. That's their job.
But it doesn't taste it. I see where the blueberry's coming from. I actually do taste that now on the back.
Maybe a little, maybe in combination with the bourbon.
You have to really think about it. Really think about it.
Now, if I didn't read that on the bottle, I wouldn't
something else.
Pick it up. Yeah, I thought the thing was just dark fruits, but I can maybe see like dehydrated, like those like the craisins dehydrated blueberries. I like the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel is a full medium. I think it's a little more carbonated than it needs to be. Yeah. I think that carbonation actually detracts a little bit from the flavor. What was that other one we had that was like real fizzy and
hot shot?
Whatever that
espresso.
It's big shot espresso stout. That fucking carbonation bomb. But
I mean, it's a decent beer, but from a bourbon barrel aged coffee. Doesn't live up to the category.
I don't get a lot of coffee on it. I get more bourbon than I do coffee. Yeah. This is a fairly fresh bottle because you didn't get it that long ago.
No,
it shouldn't be faded by now.
No.
It's a decent imperial stout. The alcohol's well hidden. It has a nice mouthfeel. It has a semi-dry finish. So you kind of have to grade this on the terms of what it tastes like, too. They're saying coffee and the Sidamo coffee. I'm not getting much coffee. Maybe this is one that you have to drink fresh at the brewery or something. But
like I said, I had it on.
You had it, that's right, and you had it when it just came out too.
Pretty much, yeah. I like I said, I was hoping for more when I had it on tap than what it delivered.
Now it's a tasty stout.
It is.
I don't dislike the flavor of it. It's not cloyingly sweet or anything like that, but like if you compare this like a Bourbon County Coffee or Speedway Stout,
then you're like screwed because.
Or even like what is it, Stone, the espresso coffee Stone Imperial Russian Stout is way more coffee than this.
What's the one that we had that we couldn't taste the coffee on?
Oh yeah, the coffee Bean Gene.
Oh, well.
But I mean, that was like wood for reserve, fucking.
That was bourbon.
Yeah, that was wood for reserve. Come in your pants.
That was bourbon flavored with coffee or with beer.
Yes,
but
that was.
I thought there was some. I thought there was something else, but that it just. Oh, you know what it was? I think it was the fact that Bourbon County coffee after the year.
Yep, after you. You know what? That's maybe like what this is like.
Yeah. I would say.
The ghost of the coffee is kind of in the flavor, but it's more like heavily roasted grain now than it is coffee. As I'm sitting here, mulling over the taste, but
yeah. Well, let's see. The dudes over at Rate Beer, our buddies over at Rate Beer, sorry. 10.3%. You would expect something above 90.
Yes.
89.
Hey.
So the dudes over at Beer Advocate, and this is odd because they're almost agreeing on this. 88.
I can see people giving it that grade, like a B+.
I could too. I mean, I think that's probably a fair grade. 80, somewhere 86, 87, 88. I think it's a decent beer. It's not, and maybe it's just the coffee, the type of coffee, or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, the amount of coffee used. I mean, Bourbon County does it right, but like I said, after a year, it was like hints of coffee. I mean, ghost of coffee. This, same thing. I mean, it just doesn't have that. The Revolution, Bean Gene, didn't have the coffee. Had the big bourbon barrel taste. This doesn't have that bourbon barrel taste. They say it's the Angel Share, Kentucky Angel Share. So
you can tell it's spirit barrel aged, but you can't really exactly tell what it is. It has a nice aroma. It's got nice alcohol legs and all that stuff in the glass, but I'm going to grade it in two ways. I think as what it says on the bottle, it's like just a B+. It's like an 87. Just what it says on the bottle, because it doesn't taste of coffee and it doesn't really taste of strong bourbon. Even recently, what I had was the Virginia Gentleman Barrel Aged Legend Brown Ale, which is a much lower ABV beer than this.
It's a brown ale.
Right, it's a brown ale, but it tasted more bourbon. You could tell the bourbon presence was more there, and there's not a lot of barrel character to the taste of this beer either.
I wonder what their stout tastes like, because it might be a weak stout too.
Their stout wasn't awesome. I had that. And I've had their gingerbread stout, which everyone raved about, and some beer reviewers gave an A or higher, and I don't know how they did, because it's like that gimmick beer taste, and it was really thin for a stout. I prefer this over their gingerbread stout, and I've had them both, and I had the gingerbread stout on tap at the frickin' brewery in the industrial park where it's located. The food at the food trucks, though, was pretty fucking good. Now I've got the pumpkin beer back in the fucking beer horde. Yes, in the beer altar. Yes, our sacrament today. Deo gracias.
Amen.
Exactly. So, but as an imperial stout, it's a pretty tasty beer. I would give it like a 90, like an A- as imperial stout. But they build it as coffee and bourbon barrel, and it doesn't reach that, so I can't give it more than a B+.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
If you guys have had this, let us know what you think too. I think the Johnny G has had this. Shout out to Johnny G, because somebody sent it to him from Richmond. I think at the Better Beer Authority, one of the guys lives in Richmond or Virginia, Northern Virginia, some shit like that.
And so I've had a couple of their other stouts. One was I think a chocolate raspberry stout.
How was that?
Meh.
They're great return IPA's good.
It was funny because I asked for samples because I said to the bartender, I don't know which one I'm going to have another one of. So I asked for 2 samples. One was that. I didn't end up ordering another beer.
It wasn't enough to...
It wasn't worth getting another beer.
So that kind of tells all the story of this, guys. I wouldn't seek this out again. I would drink it again because it's not a bad tasting beer. But I don't know if I would put the shekels into buying this because this is probably, like a $14 bottle?
I forget.
Somewhere.
But, I don't know. I may. It's local brew.
It's local. Yeah. So that brings up an important topic.
When we come down to your brewery, give us free beer.
No, thinking globally, drinking locally.
I tried planning a trip.
Supporting the craft beer movement.
Oh, is that what it is?
Come on! Damn. He's going to have... You know what? Mr. Stuffy, later this evening, is going to have to teach in some lessons.
I have a great idea.
What's that?
I hear there's like this brewery out in St. Louis we could go to, and then there's one in a place called Golden, Colorado, and I think another one up in Milwaukee. I hear they give great tours. And like free samples.
But do we really want those free samples?
Free beer. It's free beer, right?
So
I hear there's a place called Keystone, and it's like the light is like awesome.
To the next DJs BrewTube, they brew that in Virginia, by the way. Keystone Light and Keithstone and all that good shit. They brew in the lovely Shenandoah Valley.
Let me get my mullet.
Mullet. I don't have hair anymore, so I can't have a mullet. But so to the next DJs BrewTube,
we'll find him a wig.
No, we'll find me a merkin. Oh, we'll talk about
one.
We'll talk about merkins later, won't we? To the next DJs BrewTube. Thanks a million for watching. Until then, that's a big what? Peace out.